Here at Ferris, I'm the coordinator of student life, and that's a position out of the Dean of Student Life office, which deals with students on a variety of levels with issues ranging from homesickness to safety and security on campus. My daily responsibilities are, every day is different. Depending on the season and the time of the year, one of my main functions is coordinating orientation initiatives. So in the summer, I'll be doing a lot more of planning for that, working with staff, hiring staff. But then what I think I'm going to do in one day, if there's a student issue or student crisis, might completely change. So change my role for the day. So every day is completely different. Man, working at a university is just a wonderful place. It's a very open place. It's very collaborative. We have a lot of benefits that you don't traditionally get at other places of work. I mean, we have concerts, we have student events that are always going on. There's just a lot of perks to being here, and the atmosphere is great. When you have 10,000 students around you, it's just a lot of fun to work here. I am a graduate of Ferris. I've graduated with my associates, bachelor's, and master's, all in criminal justice. And I just stuck around. It was quite the trek, and loved the school, and I was fortunate enough to be able to work here. Some reasons I wanted to stay. I was in the hiring process for the Secret Service at the time while working here in a graduate role, and the Secret Service didn't work out for a variety of reasons, and this position opened up. And based on my past experience of working in housing and residence life and as a graduate assistant, I really felt this was a good atmosphere for me and a good fit for me, and that's why I chose to stay here. Well, because I'm a criminal justice person, this career has completely changed my tracks. I'm not carrying a gun and badge, and so I'm a lot more on student development side, and I really find that higher education calling. So I went to school for one thing, and now it has completely shifted. I found a new passion after I graduated. One of the biggest changes are a lot more focus on some more student satisfaction areas. We've redone the rock. When I came here, the rock looked very different. It tasted very different, and that's great. Now we're redoing a lot of residence halls. We're really trying to listen to the students, to their concerns and what they want, and try to implement those. The Dean of Student Life office, we really kind of feel we're a lot of behind the scenes. We really try to advocate for student needs, and sometimes they don't always know. We'll deal directly with students when they're in crisis or when they're having problems. We'll communicate on their behalf to faculty and staff. But we also are looking out for students in programmatic aspects, making sure that their rights and their viewpoints are being heard across the table. I always want to encourage students to find their niche here. We know students that get involved on whatever level enjoy themselves more. Maybe that's joining their residence hall group or the residence hall club or association, or joining a fraternity, a sorority, a club sport, something that you can find other people like you. A lot of high school students played in some sort of team or are used to a very close-knit environment. And coming up here to a university, you normally don't always have the same friends. So finding a group or a team, something that you can join, really makes your time here a lot more enjoyable. This year, for the first time, we hosted a spiritual exploration fair, which is kind of a neat thing. It's less than a fun event, but a lot more developmental. And I think a lot more of those developmental programs are great. A lot more things focusing on you as a student versus comedians and entertainers are very helpful in the long run. Well, when you come to campus, student life is a whole other side of coming to school. You have your academic side, and then your every other minute that you're spending outside of it. And it's what you do in that time that can really enhance your chances of finding a career once you're done, and finding someone else you really enjoy spending time with. So it might be getting a job, it might be volunteering, it might be joining a RSO or a club. Finding a good use of that time outside of class is really, really invaluable. One of the things we really are looking forward to is the redevelopment of a student center here. I think that's one of the big things we look at, particularly when students see that energy on campus. It attracts more students and it really makes your time here a lot better. So I'm really looking forward to that. We just recently completed a survey to try to get more student input, and I think within the next few years we'll really see some changes. The differences I hope to make are that one connection that I really hope to make with students to make their time here easier. Whether they had a death in their family and I can email their faculty and staff to let them know the student's out of campus. Something that I can ease their transition either in school or out of school. One of the things that I enjoyed the most is hearing how successful our graduates are. You know, their new positions that they've been able to start, or what, based on their interactions with me, they're able to do now are really quite enjoyable. Go to class. As simple as that sounds, I think most students who fail a class or aren't doing well will tell you they just didn't go. I worked it out with my first year seminar class, and it's about $23 a credit hour per class hour that you're wasting when you skip. So go to class, you're paying for it.